All right, here we go. Anabolic Academy only on Serious and Silliness Bodybuilding here on YouTube. It's also available on Spotify, Apple iTunes, Google Podcasts, but I prefer you watch me on YouTube. I don't know why, just prefer it. This is the show where you send me questions about bodybuilding, anything involved bodybuilding, contests, contest prep, anabolic steroids, supplements, working out, nutrition, anything, and I answer them. And you can send it to me via TikTok, via Facebook, via Instagram, email me, give me a call, see me in person. I don't care. My Instagram is Serious and Silliness. TikTok and Facebook is John Livia. My email is john_livia@yahoo.com. My other email is unclejohn1201@gmail.com. So I have a question from last week from a friend of mine, also a bodybuilding YouTuber, EP09. His name is Kenson. Great channel. Got to go check it out. He's really good. He kind of does like the news, like Nick, Strength of Power, similar to that. His question is, why did I choose the title Serious and Silliness? Well, the reason why I chose the title is because I knew there were going to be topics that were going to be very serious. I originally did not want to do bodybuilding. I originally wanted to make it a variety show. So I picked Serious and Silliness because I knew topics were going to be serious and some of them were going to be very stupid and silly, especially if I had my friends on and we're goofing off and so on and so forth. And my logo is a half court jester or joker, whatever you want to call it. And the other half, which is obviously is silliness. And the other half is a gladiator, which is very serious. That's basically why. So what happened was when I broke my channel up into 3 channels, I kept the name, but I had Serious and Silliness Outcast, which is the original channel, Serious and Silliness Bodybuilding, which is the one you're watching now, and there's Serious and Silliness Guy Talk, where I just goof off with my friends and I have like OnlyFans girls on and so on and so forth. It's just for shits and giggles and comedy. You actually should check it out. It's actually pretty funny. I just put a new video up. Me and my friend do the news like once a week or every 10 days. And we just have a good laugh. It's actually really funny. But let's get to the questions. That was actually the first question. But the second question, Fran is the man on Instagram. And Fran is the man because he sends me questions every week. So I am going to start with his questions. His first question, has being jacked and on juice ever helped you get laid, or was it because of your charming personality? All right. So here's the truth. Some girls like a lot of muscle. Some girls like big muscular guys. Okay. So in that fashion, if I was interested in a girl and she liked a muscular man and that's what turned her on, then yeah, it helped me sometimes. But actually, simply irresistible. My personal opinion, I think it worked against me. I think my personality, my body type, and how I look, I think all in all worked against me when it came to women. I think women look at me and I think they find me attractive. I would like to hope so, but I think they find me attractive. You know, I have a lot of muscle. I'm in shape. I have the tattoos, you know. So I look like kind of a man's man, that kind of thing, which I would believe I am. But then what happens is, you know, I have a conversation and my masculinity still sticks out in my conversation. So the tone I use, I usually lead the conversation. If I hit on a girl or if I talk to a girl, I used to when I wasn't married, I usually am the initiator. And I think women, when they talk to me, see what I look like, hear my personality, hear my voice and my tone of my voice and see what my personality is like, I think the majority of the girls realize that, you know, because women are very, very good judge of character and they don't let them fool you. It doesn't matter what they say. It is really, women are judged on their actions, but it's not really what they say. All right. I think once a woman would talk to me, especially the attractive women, very attractive women, I think they realize that I'm not going to get on their agenda. This is not going to be you in the driver's seat. If you want to be in a relationship with me, I am in the driver's seat. And I think once they see that my masculinity is stamped immediately, even from the first conversation, I think a lot of them bow out. I think they go, no, not for me. Because and especially the deeper you get into fitness, the more you see a very attractive girl with guys that, well, like average looking dudes, they might go to the gym, but they don't look like they go to the gym, the guys. And the girls are very, very attractive in fitness. And you see this behind in NPC shows where the guys are carrying the mirror, carrying the bags for them, and so on and so forth. And they really don't look, they're not, as far as attractiveness goes, they're not even close to being on the girls' level. I see this a lot. And I see this in every day as well. Not only in fitness, it just gets worse in fitness, but or bodybuilding. But I also see this in every day, where you see a girl that's very attractive with a guy that is not so attractive. And I think the instinct of a woman is she wants a man that knows that he's not going anywhere. I think when a woman is dating a guy, they usually want to have sex with the bad boy, but date the nice guy so that they have kind of one up on him. Like, okay, you're not going anywhere. And I think when they talk to me, they don't perceive me as a nice guy. They perceive me as a very masculine, assertive, alpha type guy. And I think it works against me. But don't get me wrong. There are times where I've been on, spring break and vacations and, girls I've met on social media, and, they say one thing, and then before you know it, it's kind of turns into a sexual thing. But again, this has been some time. I've been married for a long time. Anyway, I could go deeper, but that's my general opinion. All right. Next question, Fran is the man. Who was the strongest pro bodybuilder you ever saw in the gym? So personally, who I ever saw in the gym, the strongest pound for pound would obviously be Sean Clarita. I mean, the guy was 5'2", and he was dumbbell flat pressing 150s reps. And that's pretty damn strong for under 200. But was he 180, 185, whatever he is? That's pretty damn strong. I mean, I went to the gym, same gym as Justin Rodriguez, Akeem Williams. But yeah, pound for pound, Sean Clarita, definitely. It's not even, and his intensity was unmatched too. His intensity in the gym is unmatched. It's just, he's a machine. I've said it before. He's just a machine. Okay. Next question, Fran is the man. Do you think Big Ramy will make a successful comeback next year? Or is his career done? I think his career is done. I think once he is done enjoying life, continuously kind of making money. I know he has like fishing boat businesses in Egypt, I believe. And I believe he makes a lot of money with endorsements and whatnot. I think once you are out of the game, especially when you don't have anything to go back and achieve, like he's achieved the highest status. He was Mr. Olympia twice. I think he's done. I mean, maybe in his head, he's saying to himself, no, next year I'm going to come back. But we see this all the time. These unannounced retirements, because the bodybuilder themselves don't even think they retired, like a Rolly Winkler, a Phil Heath, Kai Green. You go on and on and on. And they think they got one left in them, and they kind of never go back, because it's very difficult to go back to enjoying life and focusing on making money in business and eating like a normal person and training like a normal person. But when you're a competitive bodybuilder, every aspect of your life revolves around you being a competitive bodybuilder. And I think once you take yourself out of it, especially when you're older, especially when you don't have anything else to achieve, like a Big Ramy, especially when you're that big, he's a massive bodybuilder. The smaller bodybuilders last a little longer than bigger bodybuilders. With a massive bodybuilder like that, you don't get better with age. Just doesn't happen. So that's my opinion. I don't think he's coming back next year. I think we're done with Big Ramy. Next question from Fran is the man. Do you see yourself being one of those old naked guys in the gym locker room once you turn 60? All right. So if people didn't see, I did a video. I do this video, this show on my channel called Things That Annoy Me. And it's everything in bodybuilding or everything in the gym that annoys the hell out of me. So I did this one video about these naked guys in the locker room, over 60. They're always old and they're always naked, and they're just walking around the locker room, and they don't care that they're naked, and they'll be naked forever. It's unbelievable. But and it was a really funny video. But no, I don't. I am too self-aware. I will not be naked in the I don't go in the sauna in the gym.
I walk into the steam room and it's really steamy.
I don't go shower in the gym. I go to the gym. I go and I go home. The only time I get changed in the gym is if I'm riding my bike there. I have a Harley Davidson. If I'm riding it to the gym and I have jeans on and boots and, maybe a heavy shirt, or jacket or something, bike jacket, then I get changed there, put on my workout clothes and then go. But, and then I work out and then I rechange, but I never take my underwear off. It's not necessary. Anyway, next question. Let's see. Who has the next confront is the man with Big Ramy and Ian not being in this year's Olympia, who will make the biggest jump in placings? I honestly, if I have to put a bet on who's going to make the biggest jump, Samson. I think Samson's going to be fighting for top 3. I think Samson is that damn good. And he really impressed everybody in the bodybuilding world at the Arnold Classic this year. And beating Nick, who came in 3rd at the Olympia, but beat him at the Arnold Classic. That's saying something because Nick is number 3 and Nick is one of the best in the world, man. So I think he's going to be making a big statement. I think he will move up in the ranks. Okay, let's see. What's the worst side effects you experienced from using anabolics? Probably, I would say if I use too much tren, if I had used too much tren in the past, it may be sleepless. I wouldn't be able to sleep. I'd be very anxious. Halotestin, when I use halotestin when I competed, very, very anxious, very irritable. Those are probably the worst. When you're playing with testosterone, like at the beginning, when I first started, like in my 20s, and I was using testosterone, I wasn't coming off with any kind of, post-cycle therapy. I really didn't know what I was doing and so on and so forth. Pepe, it's my name for my dick, Pepe. Pepe wouldn't work right, and I didn't understand it. And I remember when I went to a seminar that Dave Palumbo was doing in Queens, New York in 1999. And it was me and 2 friends. And he said to us, save all the anabolic questions for after the seminar. Because during the seminar, he was being paid to talk about nutrition and working out. After the seminar, he answered our questions one-on-one. And I asked him that question, what's the problem? And he had explained everything, how testosterone works and how supplementation works. And ever since he explained it, I did it the way he did it. I never had a problem. But but honestly, that was a long time ago. I think I was 22 or 23. But this was, I would say the lack of sleep that tren and halotestin give you, and the anxiety that gives you. It's if you would take too much, it's really, really not fun. Yes. So my penis's name is Pepe because my penis is Mexican. The reason why I believe my penis is Mexican and I named him Pepe is because he's not very big, but he gets the job done no matter what. He gets the job done. He's always up for working. And if he gets himself in trouble, he no hablo. I know, no hablo. So he's definitely Mexican. Anyway, next question. I believe we only have one more question. Brian Spot B14, this question on Instagram. What is the average price for a bottle of test? Well, in my life, when you get, I say on the street, right? That's I think it's like a Brooklyn thing. When you say on the street, that means the black market, right? In my opinion, depending on where you get it from and whose hands it passed through and so on and so forth, because everybody's trying to make a buck, it is anywhere from $65 to $100 in my experience. Now, I'm not saying to go out and spend money on testosterone and so on and so forth. I'm not giving you advice on how to go about getting anabolics. I'm just saying, answering his question, just saying that in On the black market, that has been my experience. $65 to $100 a bottle, depending on how many hands it passed through. Because everybody, you get it from this guy, he hits 10. You get it from this guy, he hits 5. Because everybody wants to make a buck, whatever, blah, blah, blah. The closer you get it to the source, obviously, the cheaper it is. But if you're just looking for TRT, just go to the doctor and get a prescription, and that literally costs you nothing. Like literally, I think it'll cost you like $5 or $10 if you have insurance. Seriously, just go to a doctor and get a prescription and get your test levels checked. And if they're low, you'll get a prescription. Anyway, I believe that is all the questions I have for Anabolic Academy. Yes, that is all the questions I have for Anabolic Academy. Once again, thank you to Fran is the man who always sends me great questions. Thank you, Fran. Thank you to Brian.B14. Appreciate the question. I appreciate everybody. My subscribers are going up. I have some great content. Please go watch the one I said about the locker room with the old men with their thanks Langan. I did one on the Liver King, where he's being sued right now for people that really bought his stuff. And then he came out and said that he was using anabolic steroids, and people were offended and torn and upset that apparently eating, raw animal flesh doesn't work. But it was pretty good. We're doing another collaboration with me, EP09, and Mark's Max Muscle. That should be out very soon. But please like, subscribe, share, and I will see you soon. Love doing Anabolic Academy. Love you guys. Peace.